The world rushed up to meet him. Sergeant Reyes adjusted his grip on his rifle, his heart pounding a heavy rhythm against his ribs. Around him, the rest of his squad howled, a mix of fear and exhilaration in their voices. He envied their fearlessness. He envied their youth. He'd lost count of how many drops this had been. Each time the fear was the same, a cold fist squeezing his guts. Each time he told himself this time would be different. This time he wouldn't be afraid. He always was. They slammed into the atmosphere, the roar of it deafening. His suit vibrated, compensating. He checked his HUD, the numbers blurring as he descended, a meteor of flesh and steel hurtling towards the alien landscape below. Zeta Prime, so far from home, from... His boots hit the ground hard, the impact jarring up his legs. He rolled, coming up in a crouch, rifle already tracking. Around him, his squad did the same, fanning out, securing the LZ. He scanned the horizon, his suit amplifying his vision, turning the day to night. They were in a wide-open plain, dotted with strange bioluminescent plants that cast an eerie glow. In the distance, he could see the walls of an alien city, its spires like claws reaching for the sky. Xeth territory. Eyes open. People, he growled, his voice amplified by his helmet. They know we're here. He could feel their eyes on him. Young, scared. He had to be the rock. A high-pitched screech ripped through the air, followed by the thud of something large hitting the ground. He spun, bringing his rifle up. His finger tightened on the trigger. He was ready. The Xeth came at them in waves, a tide of chitin and rage. They scuttled on 6 legs, their bodies a grotesque parody of insects, their mandibles dripping venom, their eyes multifaceted and cold, burned with a hatred that chilled him to the bone. They had first encountered the Xeth 10 years ago, a first contact gone brutally wrong. What started as a cautious exploration had become a desperate fight for survival. The Xeth, it turned out, had no interest in diplomacy, only conquest. "Hold the line!" he roared, squeezing the trigger. His rifle barked, spitting superheated slugs. One of the Xeth went down, its body riddled with holes. But there were always more. The air filled with the sounds of battle, the staccato roar of gunfire, the shriek of alien weapons, the screams of the dying. He lost himself in the chaos, his training taking over. Shoot, reload, repeat. He was a machine, a weapon. "Flanks are collapsing," the voice crackled over the comms, desperate. "We need reinforcements now." Reyes swore. They were outnumbered, outgunned, but they couldn't fall back. Not yet. Earthborn Legion. Forged in the fires of war, they were humanity's last, best hope. They were the shield that protected Earth from the Xeth, fighting tooth and nail on 100 worlds. Zeta Prime was just the latest battleground. "Jones, cover the left. Smith, take point on the right. The rest of you, with me." He emptied his magazine, slamming a fresh one home. They had to hold this position, buy time for the evac shuttles to get here. They couldn't fail, not while he still drew breath. A shadow fell over him. He looked up, his heart sinking. One of the Xeth, larger than the others, its mandibles dripping venom, was bearing down on him. Its eyes glowed with a malevolent intelligence. He was out of time. The Xeth lunged, its claws slashing. He rolled out of the way, coming up firing. The slugs ripped into its carapace, but it didn't even flinch. It slammed into him, sending him flying. He hit the ground hard, the air knocked out of him. He looked up to see the Xeth standing over him, its mandibles spread wide, ready to deliver the killing blow. He closed his eyes, waiting for the end, but it never came. A thunderous roar filled the air, followed by the welcome sight of a dropship gunship swooping low, its cannons blazing. The Xeth screeched in rage as it turned to face this new threat, giving Reyes the opportunity he needed. He scrambled to his feet, his rifle coming up. He put a burst into the creature's exposed underbelly, the slugs ripping through its soft flesh. The Xeth howled, a sound full of pain and fury before collapsing to the ground, dead. He stood there for a moment, chest heaving, the echoes of the battle fading around him. He was alive, for now. He looked up at the sky, watching as the dropship gunships rained fire down on the retreating Xeth. It was a victory of a sort, but the war, he knew, was far from over. He was Earthborn, and he would fight as long as he had to.